The first ever car made by a tech company is coming, and it will be made by, it's Sony, not Apple.
Sony and Honda are teaming up for a PlayStation on wheels.
But Yetis, we know what you were thinking because we know what you were thinking.
What's the ETA on the Apple car?
The ETA in that Apple car, TBD.
Yetis, they've actually never explicitly confirmed that they're working on an Apple car.
Tim Cook's like, yeah, they think we're working on an Apple car.
Can you believe they still think we're working on an Apple car?
Hey, Yetis, if you work at Apple and you're working on a car, cough twice. The Apple car, best lie Silicon Valley's never told.
In the meantime, Yetis, Sony did tell us something yesterday. They told us, hold my smartphone, we're going to make our own tech car.
Sony and Honda just got together, two of Japan's finest publicly traded companies teaming up for the first ever tech car.
These two Japanese companies just announced a 50-50 joint venture, and together, they're going to make a car. And it comes to the United States in 2026.
It's going to take a few years because it takes a few years to make a chassis.
It does. And Honda's going to bring the muscle, the hardware car chassis muscle.
Exactly. What's Sony bringing, Jack?
Sony's bringing the software, the engineering, the coding, the technology.
Exactly. The SAT score. In the meantime, Jack and I are looking at this and we're like, feels like a missed opportunity, Sony and Honda.
Where's Nintendo?
Get the third biggest Japanese company on board.
Yeah, do a 33-33-33 deal and make it a true Mario Kart.
1 second. I don't need to fuel up. I need to put some mushrooms and banana peels in the back, Jack.
America, we give you the Koopa Troopa.
It's me. But Yetis, here is the funny thing Jack and I noticed about this new Sony car.
This kind of is a Mario Kart.
It kind of is a Mario Kart. We're looking at this thing, right, Jack? What's going on here?
The Sony car, we saw pictures of it. It's a PlayStation on wheels.
They're calling this joint venture a mobility tech company. It is a tech company, but it is on wheels.
Yeah, they showed us pictures of the prototype, and in appearance and function, this thing's a rolling iPhone.
Jack, this thing has more screens than an Apple store.
The steering wheel should just be a joystick.
Another missed opportunity. Great call, man.
It looks like the interior of the car was painted in iPad now.
Ready Gamer 1. Actually, instead of doing a single screen like a Tesla, the entire dashboard front of this car, from side to side, is a screen.
5 screens from side mirror to side mirror. It's like an IMAX theater.
You get in there, you feel like you're missing the popcorn. That's the only thing.
But the back seat's not missing the popcorn because each headrest has a huge screen as well.
So get this. The seating in this car, it's basically like a video gamer's gamer seat.
Right, because it's an electric car, there's no huge engine. There's more space for comfortable chairs.
Which means Sony could stick in some wide seats like you're in an arcade playing Cruising World and are 17 years old.
Sony reimagined the concept of the car with this thing.
The way we see it, it's less about driving and it's more about watching. So Jack, what's the takeaway for our buddies over at Sony and Honda?
The future of the car is your living room.
Okay, Yetis, the car's value proposition from the start has always come down to two things: function and comfort.
The car has to get you from A to B.
That's the function.
And it has to get you there with heated seats and 6 cup holders.
And that's the comfort.
But the car industry is now adopting the language of consumer tech products.
They're not pitching performance, they're pitching entertainment. Actually, literally.
Nick and I have seen a few car unveils. This is the only one that didn't mention horsepower, 0 to 60 acceleration, anti-lock brakes, automatic transmission.
Honestly, full disclosure, we were disappointed they didn't even say the word chassis.
Instead, Sony described this car as, and I quote, an entertaining and emotional space.
No chassis? A third missed opportunity, Jack.
Because when you're self-driving in 5 years, power steering that chassis is not going to matter.
No, besties, you're going to be in that car space for a 5-hour drive, and so you're going to want to be looking at something. You're going to want to be entertained.
You're not driving.
So the future of cars, it's not really cars, Jack. What is it?
It's your living room.
Thanks for jumping in T-Boy style, and don't forget to like and subscribe for more pop biz that you need.